Okay, so I want to show you how you can make your own face mask at home using a filter from the air conditioning place like at Lowe's. You want to get something that blocks out bacteria and viruses, as you see on this one. It doesn't necessarily have to be this particular filter, but just as long as it's something that can block out bacteria and viruses. So once you get your filter, you take it apart gently because there's some glue. There's a lot of glue that's holding the cage onto the filter. And you don't want to really damage the cage because you're going to use all of that later. So you cut out a piece of the filter and you count the ribs. Like you see right here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the end would be 7. So you want to count out 7 ribs or dented ribs in it, and then you're going to cut out a piece of t-shirt or a very porous scarf, and this is just to protect your face from being directly pressed against the filter. And once you cut that out, preferably use needle and thread, but just for the purpose of this video, I use a stapler to make this video kind of quick and hurry up and get this made. So you're going to staple the opposite ends first, and then you want to go and start grabbing the corners of the t-shirt and the filter, and you want to make sure it's a stretchy t-shirt. So this way you can fold this thing and bend it any way you want. So now that we have this done, I can just do it one-sided and have just the cloth side facing my face, but I'm just going to do both sides. Now I'm going to show you what you're going to do with the mesh net that came with it. You're going to use this and staple or sew it onto the mask, and this is going to help shape it around your nose and curvature to your face. You could do the top and the bottom. For the purpose of this video, I'm just doing the top so you can get an idea on how to install it. And as you can see, I'm just putting a few staples in it. I'm not putting a lot, just like the middle, the two ends. And when you fold it in, when you first cut it, fold it in, you make sure the sharp edges are folded and facing away from where your face is going to be. And so on this part, which isn't something that's necessary, I cut out a piece to cover the front of the mask as well. So that way, maybe it just looks a little bit more neater, but it's not necessary and stuff. So now you see that I have both sides. I have the filter completely covered. And as you can see, while I'm bending the mesh part, it kind of shapes. Now, of course, hopefully you can do one a lot neater than what I'm doing. Now, right here, you see the ribbon, the bands on the t-shirt. I'm going to cut those out. I cut out the 2 arm parts, and I'm going to cut them in half. You can see the length of them because I cut them in half. Now I'm going to cut them again, so there's 4 pieces. And then I'm going to staple, or you can sew onto your mask. So I turned them the long ways. Now, preferably, I would suggest you find a way to do it so that way you can make the mask gather on both ends. But this is the end results. I made this mask a little too big for my face, but you get the idea. You would do it a little bit tighter, or if I had made it